Our good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Thanks for starting your day with us here on DC News Now. You might want something warm to drink before you head out the door this morning. Temperatures are starting out in the 60s. It is a gorgeous start to our Tuesday. Let's get right to meteorologist Jackie Lair with a look at what we can expect for the rest of our day. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Corey and Tanaya. Yeah, the Capitol building looking quite beautiful at this hour, but we're seeing some mainly cloudy skies right now. A few showers on the radar, not necessarily in the district, but we are seeing a few of those, and we're going to be zooming on in to tell you where we are seeing some of those light rain showers right now. Particularly between Martinsburg and Hagerstown. That's where we're seeing some of those rain showers passing through. But notice how these are moving. These are moving from south and east off towards the north and west. We don't typically see that. It's just the orientation of the low pressure that's around the region. And we also are seeing just a few light sprinkles, mainly back out towards northern Virginia right now, right around the Reston area. Back over towards Charles and St. Mary's County in southern Maryland. Just a few light showers here and there. Very, very light. Not seeing much of that across much of the area. Back over towards the Commonwealth, Woodstock, Luray, you're seeing a few rain showers right along I-81 there, but elsewhere likely seeing drier conditions there. Visibility has been reduced for some. We're talking Kaiser to Woodstock down to a mile visibility. Winchester, you're down to less than a mile of visibility right now. 5 miles in Martinsburg, 7 in Hagerstown. So just keep that in mind. If you're in that area, take it slow on your travels or leave a little bit of extra time. Temperatures, though, are a little bit on the cooler side, especially for Winchester and Kaiser, coming in mid-upper 50s. Low 60s from Frederick to Leesburg, upper 60s right around D.C. And we'll see high temperatures varying mid to upper 70s to right around 80 degrees later on this afternoon. I'll have more details and we'll get towards that 7-day coming up. But right now, you toss it over to Shanika with the very latest on traffic. How's it looking at this hour?
Well, Jackie, just a couple things to look out for. Right now, we're looking at construction. This is on 395 over the 14th Street Bridge, and boy, is it congested here. You're just inching along. If you're headed toward the district, you will get stuck in this mess if you take 395, so I would avoid it. So this construction, you'll find it right near Route 1, and that's right before the 3rd Street Tunnel. So do keep that in mind as you're headed out. Also, we have a pedestrian struck on Georgia Avenue in Northwest. This is at Bryant Street, and as time goes on, it could certainly cause some problems if, in course, it's still there. If it's not, then you're okay. So Frederick through Middletown looks good. Then we're looking at 270 north and southbound through Hyattstown. At this time, everything is A-okay.
Well, counting down to a recount, DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and we are following some breaking news this morning.
We'll have a bit longer to wait for results from the Montgomery County's executive race. DC News Now's Christy Mattina was live at the county's Board of Elections this morning. And Christy, we just found out about the next move that's being made in just a few hours.
Corey, tonight, just into our newsroom this morning, David Blair's communications director has confirmed to DC News Now that Blair will file a petition for a recount. That will happen today around noon. They will file electronically. Now, this comes after the Board of Elections certified on Saturday that Elrich defeated Blair by just 35 votes, but the race is still not over yet. Here's a look at the numbers this morning. Elrich received 39.2% of the vote, receiving 55,497 votes. That's compared to Blair's 55,462 votes, or 39.17% of that vote. Now, under Maryland state law, the losing candidate has until 3 days after local certification to file a petition for recount. But frustrations continue for Montgomery County voters who have already waited a long time for these results. If you remember, just last week, the Board of Elections discovered 102 uncounted provisional ballots on Thursday. That delayed their election certification that was initially planned for that Friday. Blair ended up gaining 7 votes from those ballots, and once he files this petition electronically, the recount will begin within 2 business days and will continue daily until this process is complete. But still unclear just when Montgomery County voters can expect to see these final results. In front of the Board of Elections this morning, Christy Matino, DC News Now.
We will be waiting to see. Thank you, Christy. Well, this morning, 2 prominent Republicans are making one last plea to keep their seats in Congress. Primaries in Wyoming and Alaska get underway today. Congresswoman Liz Cheney and Senator Lisa Murkowski are both staunch critics of former President Donald Trump, and that could make or break them. In Wyoming this morning, Trump-backed Harriet Hagman leads Liz Cheney. A University of Wyoming poll last week showed Hagman was actually ahead by 30 points. Cheney spent quite a bit of time in the headlines recently, taking a leading role in both the January 6 hearings and doubling down on the integrity of the 2020 election. In that UW poll, 94% of Cheney supporters believe Joe Biden's election was legitimate. This is compared to just 16% of Hagman's.
The lie that the 2020 presidential election was stolen is insidious. It preys on those who love their country. It is a door Donald Trump opened to manipulate Americans to abandon their principles, to sacrifice their freedom, to justify violence.
Earlier this summer, Cheney called on Democrats in Wyoming to temporarily switch parties so they could come out and vote for her in the state's Republican primary. In Alaska, Senator Lisa Murkowski is facing 18 challengers in today's Republican primary. This morning, voters will use a new ranked choice voting system where the top 4 candidates will get to move on to the general election in November. She is expected to join that field of 4, and she's already making plans for the fall. And a familiar face, former Alaska governor and 2008 vice presidential nominee Sarah Palin is hoping for a return to Washington. A special election today looks to fill the seat of late Alaska Congressman Don Young, who held that Alaska's only seat in Congress for the last 49 years. Palin faces one other Republican and one other Democrat in that race.
Your time right now is 6:07. An update to the string of shootings in Prince George's County. The victims are being identified this morning. Police say 29-year-old Kevon Glover was shot and killed in Upper Marlboro Saturday. And according to the department, 20-year-old LaDanian McMillan, 21-year-old Tyrene Spry, and 51-year-old Terrence Kuntz were all shot and killed Sunday. This morning, people are growing frustrated with violence. Our contributor Larry Calhoun of Real-Time News, DC Real-Time News, responded to one concerned neighbor. He said the violence is hurting families and communities. This has to come to a complete stop. Enough is enough. Police have tweeted about the crimes, but still no news conference to answer worries from families. A popular Arlington pub is vowing to come back 3 days after someone crashed into its business. More than $70,000 have been raised for Ireland's Four Courts near Wilson Boulevard and Yulee Street. Nearby restaurant Quarter Deck also stepping in to help by donating 25% of its sales tonight to Ireland's Four Court staff.
Restaurant business is an incredible group of people. A restaurant in general is lucky to have survived COVID, especially smaller places like us and Four Courts. And for this to happen to them, you just gotta feel for them,
Ireland Four Courts building remains structurally sound, but still there is no word yet on when it will reopen.
Happening today, President Biden is expected to sign landmark legislation. This is a live look this morning at the White House, where the Inflation Reduction Act will become law in just a few hours from now. The bill is designed to fight climate change and reduce health care costs. Biden calls it the final piece of his pared-down domestic agenda. Now, here's what this means for families. The bill caps out-of-pocket prescription costs for people on Medicare at $2,000 a year. It also makes the cost of insulin no more than $35. Another $64 billion will help pay insurance premiums over the next 3 years for people who bought insurance under the Affordable Care Act. There is also new tax credits to help make homes more energy efficient.
Your time right now is 6:09. Developing this morning, exclusive new details as targeted threats against law enforcement agents mount after the following of the FBI raid on former President Trump's Florida home. Now, News Nation is reporting law enforcement agents are on alert after a bulletin described a lookout for a man who made, quote, concerning visits to both FBI and DOJ buildings in D.C. They say he was looking to air out his grievances. That same man is said to have told his mother he was going to blow up an undisclosed sheriff's office. Right now, he is not facing any charges, but authorities are concerned about his mental health.
Your time right now is 6:10 on this Tuesday morning. The back-to-school checklist for D.C. public school families includes an extra item this year. Students are going to have to roll up their sleeves for a COVID vaccine in order to attend classes. Our Joseph Omo is here with where families can get those shots today. So, Joseph, fill us in.
All right, tonight. Well, school officials in D.C., they are doubling down their efforts to keep students safe and COVID-free this year. And the D.C. Health Department is making it really easy by hosting their first of many mobile vaccine clinics. All students ages 12 and older have to have the full dose of the coronavirus vaccine, along with all of the other required shots that we're normally used to. From now until the end of the month, there will be 9 mobile vaccination clinics popping up across the city. 2 of them are today, and most of them are like school campuses. Now, there is a bit of a grace period. Students have until 20 days into the school year to get their shot. DCPS says if a student still remains out of compliance after that, they simply won't be allowed to go into the classroom. Kids can be exempt, though, from getting the shot, but only for medical or religious reasons, which are reviewed on a case-by-case basis, so don't expect that to happen too much. By the way, if you have any questions for the upcoming school year, then you are in luck. This Thursday evening at 5, the chancellor of DCPS, pretty much like the superintendent, he'll be hosting a town hall to talk about all things school, from vaccines to academics. Reporting live here in the studio, I'm Joseph Omo.